let's have a look at the daily read here today. While we're waiting, I mean, we've got 132 now, which is great. Okay. And while we're waiting, and I'm going to cut this first bit off with the hairdo and that. I just want to say, I've got a bit of a cold too, guys, that some of the readings that I've done recently, the intuitive readings, have been quite intense. I know that they have been quite intense. And the uncut reading where the handing over of the surrogate there, the surrogate baby, I said in the countryside, I said in the countryside, and I feel that that will be at Frogmore, this handing over in the countryside. When I said that, I made that video a long time ago, and handing over the surrogate will be in the countryside now. I said the Cotswolds, but I just saw countryside. Anyway, it could be, you know, it could be between the Cotswolds, or it could be Frogmore, that kind of thing. I get helicopters and that kind of thing going on. So anyway, let's have a look at our own daily read here, and I will go into that, whether the baby is here or not yet. So hang around for that, guys. So yeah, I love dream interpretations, and I think I get a lot of very vivid dreams, and they're just like real, you know. These dreams that I have, they're just so real, and I cannot ignore it. And when I have one of these dreams, I want to share it with you guys. I want to share what I've seen. Okay. I remember seeing that fire. I also remember seeing lots of things, especially Kate recently being unhappy. Anyway, let's, you know, people are going to say that's a lot of old tosh and a lot of old rubbish, Yvonne. How dare you say that about Kate? But I'm just kind of telling you guys what's going on, you know. Hi everyone, and thank you for being here. So let's get on to the daily read while we're waiting. Okay. So I get here, we're looking at the work situation, whatever that is with you. It could be business, work, or it could be anything, you know, business, work here for the daily read. Let's get a good daily read here. Wow, you're needing to be strong. Now, you're needing to be strong because it's not just around, you know, you're needing to be strong at home. You're needing to be strong with your marriage, your partner, your family around you, because there's lots of juggling here. To be successful at work. You know, that kind of thing where you can't let your personal life interfere with your working life. That's what I get here. Yeah, we've all been there, haven't we, guys? You know, allowing the personal life to interfere with the working life. So strength with the work card. And the home card is needing to be objective. Here, whatever that means. Needing to be objective about your home life. And also needing to be strong in the working life here. Okay, I get the Queen of Swords, okay, which is on top of the Strength card, needing to be objective. You know what, guys? Not all of us have got fairy tale lives, you know. Some of us have got lives that are quite challenging. So being strong in the workplace, you may have to be dealing with, like I said, all that narcissistic series that I'm doing. You know, all of these people. The reason why I do the narcissistic series, because this comes into our daily lives, you know, and especially in the workplace, we get a lot of snakes in the workplace, you know. So it's needing also to be objective in your home life. So number 3 is, well, number 3 is actually at the top. That's why I say number 3. It's 1, 2, 3 cards. The 3 is on the top. Is the unexpected. What is the unexpected for the daily read? Okay. What is the unexpected for the daily read? Ah. The world is at your feet. The world is at your feet. Is the unexpected. Well, I guess that's a good card. Is that a good card? Because the world is at your feet here. Be objective in your home life, because you could actually be doing a lot of traveling here, which is affecting your home life and having to be strong. Everything is, you know, juggling with the home life, the work life, and travel. Be objective. Why be objective with your home life? Do you think that's a relationship? Do you feel that's a relationship, guys? Being objective, because being objective with your home life could be a relationship that's kind of on its last legs here, and, you know, having to be strong because you've got the world at your feet here. Oh, I don't know. This is what I'm getting anyway. Now, I have got here is your role here, your role. And your role is the Ace of Cups. And, you know, I get that your role is love and affection and caring and all of that, the carer, showing your love to everyone. That's your role here. So why is that not happening? You know, why is that not happening in terms of, you know, why is it that you are having to be strong when you're the one that's having to give out the love here unconditionally? Why should you, you know, I don't think, you know, why should you be very strong in this situation? The outcome today. The outcome today, I don't want to give away my secrets, but this is pretty good here. Well, pretty to my situation anyway. The outcome. I get the outcome here is cutting away the dead wood. Cutting away the dead wood, guys. Putting away the dead wood. Be patient. Trusting yourself. There is natural growth here, but you need to clear away the clutter. You need to clear away the clutter. Wow, that's pretty deep. I can see where that's coming from here. I mean, don't a lot of us women have to give out this unconditional love without any in return, and it's just the way it is, guys, isn't it? But, you know, yeah, it is. Cutting away the wood is a good card. In fact, all of these are good cards. All of these are good cards, guys. There's no bad card here. And this is like you would have to be strong to actually be like this. I think you've got to be quite sassy to actually be like this, to cut away the dead woods. And you know, the world is at your feet here. This is a very strong person, a very strong lady, you know, not somebody, or gentleman, not somebody, and somebody who's also very loving. You know, whatever man has got this is very lucky, okay? It's very lucky. So that's your daily read today, okay? Thank you for listening. And no, cut off the dead wood means actually cut off things that don't serve you anymore. That's what that means, okay? And I'm really conscious about my stupid hair. Anyway, okay, hiya everyone, and hi, and it's great to see you guys, okay, and you know, it's lovely. I may actually bring the camera a bit closer, just to make my nose bigger or something. Yeah, great cards. I think they're good for the daily read. So guys, so I have to say that I want to begin with, I want to go through this dream, because I did a lot of when I have a dream, as soon as I wake up, so I can share this with you, I write it all down. You know, I've got pages and pages of silliness here. It sounds silly, but you know, you may actually see some sense in this, okay? But I wrote pages of it, just very writing and writing and writing. I guess it's channeling in a way. Diana came into my dream last night. So so I'm going to look at that in a minute, okay? And what I want to look at first is, I've done lots of readings lately about this this craziness about Africa and what William thinks. Everybody seems to be getting really exhausted within the royal family over all of this. The baby, I'm going to discuss about the royal baby too here, psychically, intuitively, okay. So hello there from Tennessee, hi, and everybody here from America, and hi everyone. And so let me just bring up here, I want to just bring up here, Megan felt sorry for her sister-in-law, Kate, after she posed for photographs on the steps of Lindo Wing, okay. Well, I said a long time ago that she wouldn't be standing, you know, there's no way having a surrogate baby, is she going to be, you know, that'll be one of her excuses, that she cannot stand on the steps of the Lindo Wing. Do you remember me saying that, the excuse? Or it's in one of those uncut readings that I did. Well, this is what she claims now. I feel sorry for my sister-in-law, Kate, here, stood in her stiletto heels and looking all dressed up in a finery after just giving birth, you know. Now, I have to say that today, giving birth today, they do encourage the mothers to mobilize pretty much straight away after, you know, near enough after the birth. And if it's a normal birth, it's not a problem. You know, the mothers can leave after like 6 hours after the birth. Now, if everything is good, and you know, they scan the belly to make sure all of the, you know, everything is out, and making sure that everything's safe before you go home. So it's nothing new. But I do get here that that she's saying, I feel sorry for Kate. I feel sorry for Kate having to be forced to stand on those Lindo wing. Although you have got all your emotions racing around. It's not something, you know, what's your thoughts on that, guys? I think something comes to mind with me here, you know, outside the maternity ward here. I don't know what you think about that, because something comes to mind like it's an excuse because Meghan is not able to do that. So I actually feel that Meghan is transferring how she feels. You know, what if Kate turned around and said to Meghan, I feel sorry for Meghan because she can't stand in front of the Lindo wing with a baby because her surrogate mother is giving birth to her baby. You know, how would Meghan feel about that? But it feels like a transference of the way that Meghan feels onto Kate. You know, oh, I feel so sorry for her having to stand there. You know, and we're kind of wondering how she is going to present that baby. So there's a lot of yeah, it's a lot of reverse psychology there, I feel. So let's have a look at your comments. What do you think here? TR, being royal, one is always in the public eye. It is expected. People should know this by now. She is an actress. Yeah, sorry, got sore throat. Alethea, then why did she wear super high stilettos throughout her pregnancy? I know. Isn't that just, you know, at 9 months pregnant, your feet should be like elephants, shouldn't they? Aren't your feet like, not everybody's are like elephants. I know some people are quite skinny when they're pregnant, but most women can only get like Crocs on or flip-flops late on in pregnancy, or trainers even. And you know, and there she's, I feel sorry for her having to wear such high heel stiletto heels, standing on the steps, having to look so perfect, having given birth to a baby. So, you know, wow. So yeah, yeah, and also you wouldn't be able to squat that low. You wouldn't be able to squat that low at 9 months pregnant, would you? And squash your belly while you squat so low in your stiletto heels. So I think flip-flops is a great idea if you're pregnant, you know. Or sandals, yeah, sandals. And yeah, thank you. So yeah, so Meghan Markle is definitely, I'm not going to mention that, okay. Sour grapes on Meghan's part here, okay. If she could carry a child, yeah, she would love, I think if she did do that, and if she can't do that, I feel sorry for her. If she can't do that, okay, let's not be awful here. Let's be nice. I actually feel sorry if she cannot have a child, and you know that's not a nice thing. And you know it's everybody's choice to have, if they do choose to have a surrogate. But please don't feel sorry for Kate with her choice to do that, unless Kate said, you know, I didn't like it at all, stood on the steps looking glamorous with our babies, you know, in front of the world. Yeah, so I don't know, guys, this pregnancy this pregnancy, I am going to stick with what I said. The birth of this child between the 1st of, between the 21st of April to around the 25th of April, 23rd. I get the 21st to the 23rd of April, at the latest around the 25th of April. I feel this child, this baby is here. And then I said it would be 2 weeks after that that they would present this child to the public, which is, what's 2 weeks from the 25th? Well, that's getting up to around the 6th, 7th of May. Maybe the 7th of May, around there. I feel the 5th to the 7th of May, they will present this child at Frogmore, or in the grounds of Frogmore, or in the grounds of Windsor. Okay. Don't forget that Windsor has got roads, little back lanes in the grounds to actually get to Frogmore. There's inroads there. Okay, so if nobody came through the gate, they could come by helicopter and land on the grounds, and then be taken from the helicopter through the back lanes there, the hidden lanes there in the estate. So if anybody, if they wanted to keep this secret, they've also banned drones in the area. No drones in the area. I mean, why would they go to that extreme? Why would they go to that extreme? No drones. Okay, thank you, Susan, for your donation. That's so sweet. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Don't we always feel massive sympathy and concern for Harry? Clearly, Meghan touched something in him, and he's thoroughly enhanced. He's seeing the world through Meghan's eyes. I have to agree with you there. I actually agree with you, especially with the readings that I've done recently. If you want your comment calling out like that because you feel it's important, please do a super chat. You don't have to, but that's quite poignant. And yes, I have touched on that too in my reading. So you're spot on there, actually. And thank you for your donation. That's very generous too. Look, guys, if you can't afford any donations, that's fine. You know, if you want to support my channel, just give me a like and share and make comments and all of that. That's fine. Okay. But thank you anyway. That's fantastic. So I do get that this child is here. Okay. And Samantha's book's coming. Samantha's book's coming, guys, and we've got this African trip. Somebody said that this African trip is going to be straight after the birth. Obviously, they want them out of the way. I did put that on the reading. They want them away while all this scandal comes out. Wow. It's also, I get the father has some letters that he'd like to share. I get Samantha has got this book coming out. I also get that you know, that there is this ex-boyfriend, ex-husband of hers who wants to create some kind of film here of their marriage. Hello, Marco, how are you? I will actually buy the book to support Samantha. Wow, okay, thank you. She's disabled. Yes, she is. She is disabled. Yes, great. And let's have a look at some of your comments here. Pink Princess Poets, hello. Hi, Yvonne. I just have this feeling it's all going to end very bad. You know what? I got some really I got some comments, and I had to put on my comments as well. You probably saw those. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody here. I had to say I'm really sorry if I'm offending anybody, but this is what I'm picking up intuitively. It is an intuitive reading. I wouldn't normally just spill out all of this without some kind of, you know, you know, some kind of, I feel that I need to share, and maybe that I should have kept some of those readings as uncut readings. I'm thinking now. I've not slept because of that. That's probably why I look so tired, because I haven't slept, because I was thinking, gosh, I think I've offended people with what I've said. I shouldn't have gone that far. I should have kept them as uncut readings. I could have gone further with that, but I didn't. I kept an uncut reading about why are they pushing Harry, you know, to the brink here, over the edge mentally. So I didn't put that on YouTube, but anyway, guys, in terms of this, yeah, I don't know what you think here, but let's have a look. Susan King, hi. Perhaps Meghan was sincere, or she understood that she needed to hear what the most hoped for. Yeah, maybe Meghan was kind of just expressing, look, this is why I don't want to stand on the Lindo wing steps there. I don't agree with it anyway, because I'm a feminist. I don't see why, you know, why somebody of such an intimate thing that's shared with your husband and close family, 5 hours afterwards, you should stand there in stiletto heels on the steps. I can understand that she may be putting her kind of, you know, why should a woman have to do that? And that really is actually going against the protocol. That's actually going against the Queen, because I feel that Meghan may have said to Harry, I actually feel sorry for Diana when she stood on the steps with William, because Diana looked as if she didn't know where to put herself, how to actually stand on the steps with a newborn. You know, she looked all over the place. I don't know when the book's coming out. I've no idea. So yeah, very kind of interesting. The whole thing at the moment is just a complete mess, isn't it? We're still waiting for news about this baby. I think this baby's already been born, as I've said. I think the announcement, I get the 5th of May is going to be the announcement. I may be wrong, but I get them standing in Frogmore somewhere on a nice sunny day, and you know, and I think it's going to be quite spontaneous. I think she's got maybe the 4th, maybe the 3rd or the 4th here. Okay, I get the 3rd, 2nd, 3rd or 4th. They will be standing there with this baby. She will look absolutely fantastic, okay, and all makeup done and all of this, okay. At the same time, we're talking here about this book coming out, aren't we? So Meghan is not going to actually say, Meghan is not going to say when this baby's coming, but she's trying to divert this book, isn't she? As well. So there's no like, next week we're going to spend time with our baby for a week, and then next week we will introduce you to the baby, because what would happen is I would say that Samantha would say, come on, let's get that book ready. She's going to introduce the baby to the world. Come on, let's get the book out on the same day. So I do get that this will be quite spontaneous, the way that she's going to do this, guys. You know, intuitively, I'm getting here. Now, write this down, okay? I get the 3rd of May. I would put a bet on that, guys. The 3rd of May, either the 3rd or the 2nd, 1st, 2nd or 3rd of May, they are going to introduce this child to the world. So if Samantha is listening to this, get your book out around the 2nd of May, okay? That would be, if you want to get it at the same time. Okay, so hello everyone, and yeah, hi there. Thank you for the love of hearts there. If you want a super chat there, if you want to donate and write a really good kind of, a lengthy kind of comment, and you want it reading out and you want me to look at that intuitively, please do, and I will stop and I will read that for you, especially. But you don't have to, okay? You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I've also got some uncut readings, guys, a new one, which is, what is it now? Harry is on the brink, or being pushed to the brink, or something like that. It's in the community section. So, hi there. So, yeah, I get this baby's here. I also get it's a boy. I may be wrong, but this is what I'm getting intuitively. And I get that, I get she doesn't believe, she's a gender neutral. And watch out for this, guys. She's gender neutral, but she's going to, that little boy will have a hand knitted cardigan that's in blue, in baby boy blue. A hand knitted, I think it's got like 3 buttons here. I think that the Queen likes to knit, and I don't know, somebody in the royal family likes knitting. I do feel it's the Queen, but I get like a little baby boy blue jumper with 3 buttons here, or it may have a little collar and buttons here. Okay, so look out for that. It's going to be a little cute little jumper. So Diana, okay. I had a dream about Diana. And the Queen knits. So, okay, well, I thought that she did, because I pick up this, yeah, I can imagine her knitting little boys' jumpers. She's a 50s, she's a 50s housewife, isn't she? So she will like knitting. So I'm going to get onto this dream here that I had about Princess, how she feels about this. I think she's more concerned with Harry, with this dream, okay. And I get that I get with I get her walking onto like a stage, and I don't know what that was, but it's kind of something to do with popularity here. And she's kind of saying that she understands William here with the popularity of the royal family, and trying to dumb this down, like shut this down. That they want popular. This is really weird, because Diana's saying they want the popularity of the royal family, but they actually do not want it displayed. Now, William, this comes from Princess Diana and the way she was treated. It can actually go too far, the popularity. And I get Diana saying, look what happened to me because of the huge popularity when it got out of control. Okay. Now, Meghan wants popularity. William does not want popularity. Harry knows better. Okay, Harry knows better. He knows what popularity can do. Getting over like a celebrity status, like a pop star status, and I get that that Diana is kind of worried that there is this thing going round of the pop stars of the royal family, and Diana does not kind of like that. And in my dream, I felt her. She said, like, listen, Harry, listen to William, listen to your brother. And I do get that. Listen to your brother, because your brother is right here. That's what I get here. Well, that's what I got in my dream. Yeah, I also get his mother saying here, look, slow things down here. Slow things down, and it's good here, it's good. I think what she means is what William is saying is good. It's not something opposing, or I feel that William is trying to tell you, look what can happen if you become over popular into like a pop star celebrity status. Now, Meghan has not lived through this. Meghan does not know this. Harry does know this. Meghan, I feel that I don't want to rush with this, because I feel this message coming through is that listen to your brother. Was your brother wise to say that Meghan was not the right choice for you because of her wanting a hungry kind of, she has this hunger for fame and status? Okay. Listen to William. I get this from her. Listen to William. Because William here, I get the Two of Fire. William here, the Two of Fire this is about creative planning for the future. William wants a quiet, unobtrusive, I think that's the word, unobtrusive. I'm trying to pick out the words here. Kind of monarchy. He just, and he's this Two of Fire is mapping the progress for the future. And Diana is saying this. She's saying William is mapping the future here for the future monarch, and it's like a legacy. It's a legacy to Diana of what happened to Diana, and all these hungry paparazzi. She couldn't even move without a million kind of flashlights in front of her all the time. And she can see this with Harriet and Meghan. This is growing into something that's getting out of out of control. It's getting out of control. Okay. It's kind of got a life of its own, and Diana feels this this will destroy Harry. He's too, I get from Diana, he's too sensitive. He's too sensitive. Diana's saying he's too sensitive of what people think. And I got this in my dream too. I got this feeling of a real concern that Diana feels that Harry is too sensitive. He gets very anxious about what people think. He tries to be very popular with the public and tries to be like the ordinary guy. But it doesn't work. It will just attract these, you know, these people, and this is going to take its toll here on Harry. She's saying that Meghan has not lived through this kind of popularity, and I think she's just kind of drinking it all in. But it can get dangerous. I get that Diana is supporting William here 100%, because William has always kind of looked after Harry. She is supporting William 100%. He's trying to protect you, Harry. Charles, I get her saying, if you're going to rely on your father to back you up, then, you know, you'll wait a long time, because she's saying that Charles has no backbone. But then again, she would say that, wouldn't she? Meghan is opposing William, and when she feels like, I'm getting this through intuitively, that Meghan is thinking that William is jealous of Meghan and Harry because of their popularity. And I think she's actually feeding Harry this kind of spin, when really William wants to kind of shut this down very quickly, because it's not the monarchy he wants for the future, which is guys, okay, which is respecting his mother's legacy of the way she died, and the way she got hounded by paparazzi, and the way she got hounded by cameras constantly, and she had no privacy. So William is very kind of trying to be very protective of the privacy of the royal family here. And he's trying to keep it very kind of low-key. I get low-key, okay. Okay, so where is the troll? Let's get rid of the troll, okay. Okay, so let's get, well, you know, people don't believe in this kind of thing, so, you know, let them say their silliness. Okay, so I get here that in a kind of indirect way, Meghan is opposing William, and William is just kind of trying to keep his mother's legacy by shutting down all of this kind of celebrity kind of royalty. He doesn't want that. He had that with Diana. He saw his mother go through that. He doesn't want that again. Okay, so this is why it's all being shut down, and trying to keep this away from William, Kate, and the children. Okay. So I think that there's a lot of cross wires here. I hope some of the royal family are watching this. There are cross wires. Meghan is, you know, thinking that William and Kate are jealous. I'm an A-lister. I'm a celebrity, and, you know, she's not listening because that's her dream. You know, that's her dream, to be in the center stage there and be more famous than any A-lister on the planet. So she's not listening to William because she's on this crest of a wave here. So William is fighting this because he's trying to keep his mother's legacy here. We don't want this in the royal family. Look at our mother, how she suffered in the hands of this popularity. She couldn't say yes for saying no. And, you know, and it was just a nightmare. I lived through this. And Meghan doesn't know this. Okay, Meghan doesn't know this. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. This is what's coming through here with this channeling, this dream that I had, that she is so, Diana is so much saying, listen to William. He's trying to protect the royal family, his children, and all of this debacle. Okay. And she fears that, well, I'll tell you the truth now, that Diana fears. I actually wrote lots of notes about this. Diana is fearing Harry here and this fame lust of this A-lister, this pursuit of this addiction to fame. I'm just going to tell you what I wrote here. Feels Meghan is very challenging the royal family in pursuit of this addiction to her lust for fame. This will lead to the downfall of William. William's plans here for the future monarchy, which is to keep it low-key, be country folk and be seen in that sense, more conservationalists. For the royals, it will be an absolute travesty. Okay. So I don't know why that's not being blocked. I'm going to just show that. Okay. It's going to be an absolute travesty for the royal family. It is a threat to the royal way of life. I feel this is what came through. William has to stop this. She fears Harry's mental health here. Marrying her, he seems to lost all his kind of hearing. He's not listening to anyone around him. Diana says here, this needs to be calmed down. This needs to be calmed down. There's a lack of communication here. Somebody has to sit down and say to Meghan, we are trying to keep our mother's legacy here by not having this over-popularity of the royal family, because this is how our mother died. Okay. Or part of it anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure that William wants a quiet monarchy. William wants a quiet monarchy, and this woman entering the royal family has just thrown a spanner into this quiet monarchy. This is typical of a narcissist. Narcissists do throw spanners into the work just to create drama. Okay. Don't let this happen. Don't let Harry go to La La Land. That's what I got here. I don't know if she referred it to La La Land, but don't let Harry go to La La Land, because it will be the end of Harry. Find a way to convince Harry here to stay in the UK. Try to convince Meghan why this popularity will lead to the demise of the monarchy. It's out of control. Well, Diana is saying this is the cause of this rift. This is the cause of what's happening here. It's a simple explanation to Meghan. Meghan is bright. Meghan, this is what this is what Diana said in my dream. I wrote it down. Meghan is bright. She's a smart woman, but she's no experience of royal life. She will learn in time, but that will be too late. There will be many, many restrictions on Meghan, and Diana feels that these restrictions, she feels, are opposing against Meghan when it's not. It's opposing against the royal family. If she keeps going against these restrictions, there will be a huge consequence. Well, there you go. There will be a huge consequence. Okay, because I get Diana said there was a huge consequence when she went against restrictions or went against any restriction of the royal family. There's always a consequence, okay. Meghan does not understand this. This is Diana. Meghan does not understand this. This is a message here, a very strong message. There's a reason for restrictions. The royal family do not like too much attention for many reasons, because you know that could end people's lives. It's too much attention, because look at the Kennedys, and I'm getting this from, this is Diana saying, look at President Kennedy. Look at anybody who drew that much attention to themselves. They always ended up dead. Oh, I've got a cat here, guys. I'm looking after some cats. Made me jump. I was well into that. I was really well into that. And the cat woke me up. Okay, so just stroking the cat here. So, yeah. Yeah, so what's your take on that, guys? Because this is what I got here from this channeling, this dream. Diana's saying here she feels that Meghan will not stick to these restrictions. Meghan's not going to stick to these restrictions. She's got no plans to stick to anyone's restrictions. But then again, she says there's consequences too if you don't stick to restrictions. And that's what came through in my dream. And I wrote it down as I thought that... I wrote it as I thought it was coming through when I woke up. I guess it's saying there's danger if you go against restrictions. So don't blame William. William is just trying to protect the monarchy. William is just trying to protect Harry. William is just trying to protect Meghan. But if Meghan does not go with that kind of those rules and kind of protocol and restrictions, then I don't feel there's any room for Meghan in the royal family, because if the men in grey are going to sit down with Meghan and say the reason why William is suggesting this is because of what happened to their mother, and it's like her legacy to not, you know, her legacy would be to have the royal family and William and their children with much privacy and not too much interference from, you know, too much. They don't want to make it into some kind of big show. And you can see why. You can see why they're trying to prevent some danger here, I guess. So, hi everyone, and yeah, so glad you've come here live. Okay, so what's your take on that, guys? Anybody got any great comments there that can read out? Okay, Yvonne, someone in here said that the helicopter pilot and his wife have died. Is that true? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Do they know about the surrogate? Okay, Yvonne, according to Joseph Magi, once they get to Africa, Harry will dominate Meghan. She will not be able to boss Harry about. Well, she's not going to put up with that, is she? I'm sorry, I'm not for, you know, I'm not for anybody here, but I can't see that she's going to be dominated or abused in that way, because she's very much for, Meghan is very much a free kind of flow thinker. She's a woman of the future. I mean, she's not going to step back so many decades to be dominated. I don't see that happening. Channelie, it's dangerous for MM. She does not follow the rules. Absolutely, she thinks she's above the law. I actually get with that channeling there of Diana, that Diana feels that Meghan will not stick to the restrictions, whatever that means. Okay, whatever that means. So and William wants this very simplified, streamlined kind of monarchy that is you know, that is not kind of there, that is more back in the background and more kind of like country folk than actual you know, than actually lead singers of rock bands kind of thing. So it's not good, guys. It's not good. Okay. So yeah. So I don't know anything about those helicopter guys. If him and his wife know about the surrogate, and he's flown that surrogate to and from, I mean, he's already opened his mouth to say, you know, I felt like some kind of delivery guy. What else is he going to say? Maybe that's what they thought. What else is he going to say if he's going to say, you know, I felt like a pizza guy? Maybe the men in grey thought, well, what else is he going to say? We can't allow this surrogate situation to come out, because I did say in one of my readings, I think handing over the surrogate in my uncut reading, or one of the readings I did, that they will transport by helicopter from place to place, not by road. And people have said about this ambulance, what a load of rubbish that is. There's no way that the NHS would do that. And they wouldn't even have an NHS ambulance. They'd have blackened out windows with their own doctors. I mean, that's just a load of BS. Okay. They would have blackened out minibuses, windows, with a couple of doctors in there if they had to go to the hospital. They wouldn't have ambulances. I mean, I've looked after high-profile people, one or two high-profile people, and they just used blackened out 4x4s. And me, which was I was an escort nurse, ITU nurse, and I was an escort nurse for this person, and they don't have ambulances, guys. Not at all, you know. They don't bother the NHS to get an ambulance, so that's a load of BS. It will be helicopters from one site to the next site, and from there they'll be picked up by a little 4x4, and there's inroads, like I said, in Windsor Park and Frogmore. There's back roads and inroads, so very private. Nobody can see at all. And they've said no drones. So drones are restricted on around Frogmore and, you know, around that area. So why is that? Why is there no drones? Because they can see the helicopter, because they can see people hopping out of the helicopter into the 4x4s, and, you know, and then to Frogmore. In fact, I feel they're using Frogmore House more than they are Frogmore Cottage. I don't know why I feel that, but I feel that there is Frogmore House, which is a very grand place where they had all their wedding pictures taken. But any royal family visiting the baby, visiting, going to see the baby, I'm sure you know, they'll be in Frogmore House. They won't be in Frogmore Cottage. And if the helicopter man has been dropping off people, dropping off the surrogate, dropping off doctors and all those kind of things, he's going to know quite a lot, isn't he, about this situation. And he, you know, because he's left in a bit of a, you know, angry that, you know, how dare you treat me like some kind of whipping boy, then, you know, what else is he going to say? That's what comes to mind. If they're dead, guys, if they are dead, that's suspicious. That is truly, utterly suspicious. I've not heard that. I'll look out for that. I'm not picking that up either. If they're dead, guys, I can look at my own deck here, which is a bit too over truthful, but I'll look at my own deck here and try to channel this. The helicopter man and his wife, there's reports that the helicopter man and his wife are dead. Are dead. Is this true? Is this true that the helicopter man? Actually, I've got my I've bought myself a really nice pendulum, guys. So I'm going to treat you tonight and get my pendulum. I've got a pendulum, and I used to have a pendulum, but I lost it. And there's always a reason why you actually lose your pendulums, because it's not suited. This one is just is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but it's beautiful. You can't buy this from me. I'm not selling these. The reason is, like, shipping to America would be horrendous, and to have my own cards done in this glossy fashion has cost me a fortune. I mean, if you wanted to purchase a deck like that, there's the shipping on top of, I've got to add another maybe 20 cards to that. There's the shipping, there's the making of these cards. They would be quite expensive. So I may offer them for sale, but you're talking, they're not going to be cheap. So if you are interested at a later date, we're talking about shipping to America, to Canada. Not cheap, okay. Not going to be like, you know, they're going to be quite expensive, so quite exclusive. So if you love the cards and you want to invest, I will get some made, but they're going to be made to order, and they will be expensive. I can tell you that now. Okay, now look at my pendulum. It's absolutely beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? It looks like, it actually looks quite Edwardian looking. I don't know whether you can see that. It is absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is, what I will do, although I've got to keep my arm right up like this, I'm going to ask here, I'm not moving my hand, and it's shaking, and my hand is not shaking. I'm quite calm. Please, please, could you? I don't think you can even see that, can you? You can't even see it. Can you see that now? I'm just pulling this up here near the camera. I'm not sure if you can see it. I just checked to see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it there. Now I've got my arm up in the air here, so I am going to, and it's not easy with my arm up in the air. Please indicate a yes for me. Please indicate a yes for me. Yes, that's a yes, okay. Please indicate, stop the pendulum. Please indicate a no for me. Please indicate a no for me. A no, can you indicate a no? And it's side to side. No, no. Oh, it's not easy from this here. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stand up, okay, and I'll do it standing up. It may be a bit easier, but you'll be able to see the pendulum, okay. Okay, so please indicate a yes for me. A yes, well, it's like up and down for me, but it's side to side for you, okay. I don't know whether you can see that, guys. I don't think you can see it. Can you see that? Please indicate a yes for me. Please indicate a yes. Please indicate a no. A no. Okay. So there is news that the helicopter man and his wife have died. Is that true? Yes or no? Is that true? Yes or no? Megan's helicopter man and his wife have died. Is that true? Yes or no? So it's actually saying yes, guys. It says yes. It's saying yes. It's saying yes. I'm just going to do it for me here. You may not be able to see that, guys, but okay. Is the helicopter man and his wife dead? Have they died? Yes or no? Okay. Indicate a yes for me. Indicate a yes for me. Oh, that's yes. Okay, thank you. Indicate a no for me. Indicate a no. No is that way. Okay. Okay, so there are reports that this helicopter man and his wife have died. Is that correct? Yes or no? Is that correct? Yes or no? Is that correct? Yes or no? Oh, actually, no. No. No, it says no. So I've done it in front of me like that. It said no. I thought it said yes at first. I'll just check again. Is that a yes, or please can you indicate? Sorry to keep bothering you. Is it a yes or no? Like Saskia, is the helicopter man alive? Yes or no? Is the helicopter man alive? Yes or no? Is the helicopter man? Yes, the helicopter man is alive. So that's not true. Okay, that's not true. Okay, so hi guys. Oh, it's the retired pilot. Okay, well I don't know who that is, but oh, it's not MM's pilot. Okay, well that's that. Sorry, so I'm asking the questions here, and look, guys, I've got a little. Look how much red wine I've got there. That does not mean that I'm a drunken person, but it's Sunday night, and I like a glass of wine on a Sunday night show. Okay, does not mean that I'm a drunken person. So I've got about a little tiny bit there. Oh, the Queen's pilot. Ah, the Queen's pilot. Okay. Is the Queen's pilot Sunday vino, guys? It's Sunday vino. It's not cup of tea time. It's Sunday vino time. Okay. And I like the Mediterranean and France and all that kind of thing. So, okay, it is confusing. You told me it was pilot. Now that I'm confused. Is the Queen's pilot, has the Queen's pilot died, yes or no? Has the Queen's pilot died, yes or no? The helicopter man. Oh, so difficult from this. Yeah, cheers everyone. Is the Queen's pilot died, yes or no? Yes or no? Has the Queen's pilot died, yes or no? Ah, yes, yes, the Queen's pilot has died. The Queen's pilot, the Queen's helicopter pilot, has he died? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I think he was getting on a bit, wasn't he? So yes, Megan's the one that's left has not died. Okay, no. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're driving me mad, guys. You're driving me crazy. I'm crazy already, but you're making me even more crazy. Okay. Yeah, so I've got my little glass of red wine, Sunday vino. Yeah, it's morning breakfast tea and Sunday evening vino. Okay, so no, Diana didn't wear stilettos. No, it's not at all. Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Hello Marco. Yeah, the helicopter man quit because of he got sick and tired of being the pizza guy, you know. It's great to see you guys. Have you got yourself a little glass of wine with me? I hope so. Oh my gosh, you've got wine, you've got beer. I don't drink that. Honestly, I don't drink that. I like a glass of wine, but somebody called me a drunk the other day. I'm not a drunk. Okay. I just like to have a chat with you guys, that's all. Hello there, everyone, and lovely to see you. So I've got a, you know, I want you, if you want to support